I don't know, I think I know just about everybody. Welcome and thank you for coming to this. This is a big event. It's our first signing for fishing and school history. And these things I usually open up with a funny story, but this isn't a funny story. And I told myself I'm not going to cry at this one. And here's the reason why. We had a fishing my first year here. And ever since then, my son at the time was 2 years old. And every day I'd go over to the country club and I'd see these guys fishing. Evan and some other guys. And I'll never forget, my oldest son caught his first fish with Evan. And my son still talks about it to this day. And he's still overjoyed. And I just want to say thank you for doing that for me and myself. Congratulations. It's a big event. It's history that's being made in our school. Congratulations to you all. They're getting a fine young man, a great person, and a great student athlete. And Campbellsville's a great university. You're going to a great school. So congratulations. I'm actually going to turn it over to Coach Fitzpatrick next and let her say a few things.
So, Evan was a third grader when I met Evan at Southside. And he was a really fun-loving third grader. And over the last 10 years or so, he's got a little taller, like a lot, but he's also gotten more responsible, a lot more mature. I'm really proud of Evan. He's had a lot of stick with it about fishing. I'm really inspired. He spends a lot of time thinking. He asks me questions. He seeks my advice, and that's the way I know he's really thinking about it. It makes him a more successful angler to do his thinking and questions. I'm really proud of Evan. I'm excited for our 21 season and that we're going to get to fish this year. And I'm looking forward to this kid and our team to be successful this year. And then that success is going to transfer on to Campbellsville, and we are thrilled to be a part of them through Evan, and we're all looking forward to a great 21 year. So.
My name is Pete Hedgepath. I am the head coach at Campbellsville University for the bass fishing team. On behalf of Campbellsville, we do welcome you, and you will be part of our family. I won't claim you on taxes, okay? And we laugh about that, but I've got a student that graduated 2 years ago, and he still calls me and says, "What are we having for supper?" Because our program is a close-knit program, and I like that. That's the way I want it to be. When you hurt, we hurt. When you go through difficult times, we go through difficult times. And Ann and I, we've got our students' backs. We watch out for them each and every day. The main thing that we're there for is to get an education, and fishing's just the protocol of the fun part of why we're there. But we do welcome you. I believe you're coming to a great school. We have an awesome program. It will give you a platform to whatever you want to do with your future and your life. We've had our eye on Evan for a while. I'm kind of slick at how I like to do things. I like good students. Good students give you less trouble. And also good students gets their work done, and when you get your work done, you can spend more time on the water. And so when Evan approached me and when we talked and everything, I would show up at a few tournaments of high school, and I'd be the one standing over here in the corner, and I'd be watching the students that I'm looking at. And one of the things that how do they communicate with their peers? How do they handle themselves? How do they speak to adults? How do they carry themselves? And so one thing that I'm proud about this young man, and I can say anytime that I was kind of sneaking a peek or whatever you want to call it, he was always very courteous to his peers. He was always there to help people, very courteous to tournament directors and so forth. And that's the kind of students that we're looking for. We're looking for the top-notch students, not only in classroom, but also out here on the water, representing our university and our program. So we thank you all for hosting and allowing this today. I know it's difficult through the COVID period, but it is an honor to be here and to be able to be a part of this. So thank y'all very much.
I just want to thank everyone that's here, because there really is just so much work that outside of it, there's just us getting out fishing that gets done. From her to making sure I'm not packing it Thursday at 10 at night and getting out of there and making sure the hotels are booked. There's just so much I couldn't do without them. I couldn't do without Jacob and Bill for 3 or 4 long years of rough tournaments and ups and downs and boat problems, but we made it through, and I'd like to thank everyone here, and it's been a good high school experience.
Well, I'll say Evan's path is an example of how not to parent. Because when Evan said, I want to fish in college, Ben and I were like, are you crazy? You don't fish in college. Because we're old and there wasn't fishing in college. But he said, yeah, Mom, I can do it. We can do it. So we said, you do the research, you figure out how to get there. And he said, and I want to go to Campbellsville because they're one of the top 5 in the nation. I said, okay, well, that's fine. You'll be close to your grandmother. And he found the path. He got the grades. He did the work to get to where he needs to be. I'm proud of all my kids. I think they'll all get to where they need to be, but especially of him for overcoming some negative parenting. And I'd like to thank Bill and Jacob and Mike and Evan and Sarah and John and all the adults who've been there, and especially Bill, who put up with Evan when he kicked a hole in the hotel wall when he was walking to sleep one night. So Bill has spent a lot of time with Evan and let him stay at his house many Thursday nights before a tournament. So yes, we helped him get there, but you all helped him there as much as we did. So thank all of you. So.
Yeah, thank all you guys very much. I'm proud of this guy.
Anybody else want to say anything?
I'll just say it's been a pleasure to have him on the boat. That's all I can say. Proud of him.
Okay, I'll say some things. So, truthfully, I mean, when it comes to dedication, there's not anyone that's more dedicated to fishing that I know of other than Evan is. I mean, it's constantly looking at what's new in the sport and figuring out how he can get it, whether it's from buying in China and shipping to the U.S. or buying from friends that have already got it. It's always, he's never one that sits still. He's always one that wants to improve. He's always asking me to go fishing, to look at boats with him, to look at new reels and new combos that he can get. And he's truly someone that I know that deserves everything he's getting when it comes to Campbellsville, because he does have the grades, he does have the drive to go out there and fish, because I know that when he talks to me about it, it's not something that he's just like, yeah, I'm going and it's how I'm going to go do it as something extra in college. It's something he's truly looking forward to, saying, not only do I get to go and further my education so I have something outside of college after I'm done with it, but it's, hey man, I get to go travel the country and go fish in all these tournaments, and I get the opportunity through Campbellsville to be able to do it, and I really am grateful, and it's truly something that I know he's been pushing for in the past 6 months especially, but really the past two years, I know that it's been important to him.